When a man is deep in thought, he looks something like this. That's it. It's the end of the video. I'm joking, everybody. How you doing? It's Jason. Jason's House of Fun and Video Games, bringing you today eBay Time and Buys Volume Trace 3. Why did I yell? I don't know. I don't typically yell, but I got excited because I got 4 packages for you. Why wouldn't I be excited? And just a little tip before we get into the unraveling of said packages. What I've been doing to get some of these games has kind of just been dropping a watch here and there on a couple of different items. They're not very expensive. They're not heavy hitters. We're going to hold off on those for a while. But eventually, I'll bring a special video where I do get a heavy hitter. And then I get screamed at. And I probably lose. Done. But until then, we'll see how we do. So anyway, I've been going through a couple of different items that I've liked through mostly PS1, a couple other things, seeing if sellers kind of contact me as opposed to me contacting them. So it's actually worked out in the long run. I got a couple of bucks off of things. I don't really ask for any outrageous things on eBay. I think a lot of folks make that mistake, at least what I'm seeing in different videos and just from what I've read, is that we make the mistake of trying to lowball people, but there's many different ways to skin the cat. That is one of them that's been working for me. It doesn't always work, and if I get like a couple of bucks off, cool. We don't have to argue about it. You ship it to me. I love it. It works. It's great. Thumbs up. So anyway, that is that. Now let's get to the packages. So, package number 1. Man, that was awesome. What do we got? Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. That's what we got. So, take a look at this. So this was, I don't know, $8 maybe, if that.
It's in really good condition.
It's in very good condition. There's not even a scratch on this. And it is legitimate. It does have that special smell, so it's not a repro anything, at least that I can see. And I always wanted a Frogger game, so I'm pretty excited to add that to the collection. And yeah, hopefully we get to play it once we actually have the chance to do so. And we'll move on to package number 2, because there is a package at the end of the video that is very special to me, and it begins the journey into a different type of collecting, which will take many years, but I hope eventually in the long run that I complete it. But it's a very difficult one, a very expensive one. So let's get back to it. What do we have behind door number 2? We're gonna see.
I'm not picking that stuff up.
I don't care. There's a lot of trash to pick up. And SmackDown 2. Why did I get SmackDown 2? Because I've never actually owned SmackDown 2. And this looked like a pretty in good condition copy. Any copies that I found out at the game store, missing the manual, cracked disc, horrible looking disc, yada yada yada. So I have the first one, I believe. I could check, but I can't check right now because it's sitting in a tote. But I believe I have the first one, and they did do a few updates with this. Added a few different matches, like I think the Hell in a Cell was in this one, and the casket match was in this one too. So pretty cool. I played it once or twice, saw some videos on it. Always excited to drop another game of wrestling into the collection. So you think that this is the one I'm talking about, but it's not. But this is still pretty cool too. Dun, dun, dun. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with these games, so we ain't using these boxes again. See what we got behind door number 3. Box number 3, whatever. Alright. Well, that was exciting. We got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Like, good thing that they ship it in this. Like, wow, this person took a lot of care in shipping this package. Holy shit. Alright, let's not, I don't care what myself. Oh, I do, but don't want to cook the games. So, put that down there. we'll get this open eventually. I just don't want to drop them. As you know, with any dual disc, these ones like to crack and break a lot. If it's in really good condition, I like to keep it that way. There we go. What do we have? We got some Casper. Why Casper? One, this was one of the first PlayStation games I ever got when I got my PlayStation. And it is awesome. I had a regular edition. I did not have a greatest hits, but it's a pretty cool game. Let's just take a look at the disc just for... Ooh. That disc is a little bit different than what it looked like on the... I don't know. We'll give that a try, but it's a little dirty. But anyway, I've worked with sellers on eBay for a long time now, and if something is wrong, they'll be more than happy to most likely work through it with me. But there's other ways around it. And this is another one I've never played before, but this was released in 2000 as opposed to the other one was released before that. I think it's some sort of sequel into a sense of that one that I just had.
It's got a crack.
Yeah, I see it. I knew there was a crack on that one though, but I don't know about the disc. Let's check a look at the disc. Oof. Those discs look kind of rough, but worst comes to worst, I go to a game store that has a very expensive disc cleaning system, $20,000 worth. Maybe, just maybe, they would do it for me for a couple of bucks or whatever. Or because I'm a valued customer, or pay a couple of bucks. But anyway, pretty excited to finally add those back into the collection. And last, but certainly not least, I am really excited for this package. Now, what could it be? I have to be very careful with this, because this is a piece of history. Now, it's not the rarest, but it's the start. And when I said that I wanted to start collecting for this, I meant it. I have to be very cautious with it. So, if you'll excuse me. It's a Duncan Champs magazine. That's all it was. I messed with you. That's a lie. What I have in my hands is the beginning of my collecting NWC merchandise. So you ask, what is NWC? It's the Nintendo World Championship. So in 1990, Nintendo held a contest throughout multiple states all over the United States and eventually came to the conclusion of a winner. After multiple people won in different states, they all played at one, I think. And I believe a man named Thor was actually the winner of that. And there's a lot of history behind this. And I am pretty stoked, if you could not tell by my face, to actually have this in my hand. It's only a very minor piece of NWC merchandise, but it is history. And I almost don't want to open this. That's how bad I am right now. But we're gonna see what we can do here. Because we have to look at it, so.
Don't take it out of that.
We have to look at it. I'm not worried. Oh, there goes the book. There goes history. So why is this so historical? This smells like the 90s, baby. This is so historical because there were two different types of NWC carts. One was actually released at the events, which was called the Gray Cart. And it had a very unique look to it. You could be able to switch through a couple different games. It's a competition card. Very rare. Only the runners-up, and I believe the winners actually got them. Now, in a Nintendo Power magazine, you could send away for a free copy of the NWC, but it came in gold. And it replicated the exact nature of the silver cart, which is the tournament cart. That one is extremely rare as well, but it's kind of funny because that can go for a substantial amount of money and people just play shipping and handle for it. I wish I knew it when I was a kid. Oh, I wish I still had it. But anyway, if you don't know anything about this, I'd really like to do a video about it at some point in time because this really interests me. Not just the carts, but there's Nintendo machines that they actually used. There's hats, there's everything. This really interests me, and I really wish I had that opportunity to do this. I'll flip through a few pages, if I may. I just want to be very careful with it. It is a authentic one, and I did not pay a bundle for it, but I paid enough for it. So, I mean, you look at this. I mean, of course, it's going to have some coloration issues. It is from 1990, so keep that in mind. But I think that's cool. I've never seen that before. I've heard about it, but I've never seen what it actually looked like. That's for kids who had, different needs from others and couldn't be able to play with controllers and stuff. They could actually play with something else. That's really cool. And I think that's awesome that they thought of doing that. So the NWC competition was composed of 4 different games, I believe, or maybe it was 3. It was 3, I believe. Or maybe it's 4. I don't know, but I know it was Mario, a racing game, and Tetris. So, pretty awesome. Oh, look at that. Subscribe today and you will get this official championship patch. And that is what's on the gold and silver carts. As many of you may know the history behind these carts, they weren't made like regular NES cartridges. The stickers on them were not that great and the adhesive wasn't, so you see a lot of them. There's never been a perfect one found, graded wise, and let's not get into that conversation, but there's never been one that didn't have any blemishes or any imperfections, but still, it is a piece of history, and I'm super excited to see this. You know what I was hoping to find in here? Is Send Away for the Gold. I will find that magazine at some point. And basically it goes through a lot of different things, including the NWC and a lot of different games. Simon is back in Castlevania 3. Ooh, that's pretty cool. You get a Super C tip. Get 10 valuable extra men. And Super C. Does anybody know the code? Oh, wow. Right, left, down, up. A, B, start. Oh. How's your Konami code? That's pretty cool, though. Super excited. I got to take some time to read through this and be very careful. Oh, there it is. Wow. They had fruit. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even realize this. They had fruit snacks there. Wow. I could only imagine how much those go for. Woo. So, pretty excited to have this piece of history. It's not the most expensive, obviously. The gray and gold carts are going to be along with the Nintendos that were used. Possibly the monitors. I've seen a lot of different things with NWC, but eventually I will go down the line and collect as much as I can. That's reasonable. So right now those carts, I've seen 2 silver ones. They're red hot on eBay. Whether they'll sell or not, I don't know. There's a big trade between for an MWC and a Tom Brady rookie card, and that jacked the value up to over $100,000. Some of them are going for $130,000. Some of them are going for $150,000. Typically, you can get one between $15,000 and $30,000, which isn't nothing to shake a tree at, or shake a twig at, or shake a whatever. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, $150,000. If I hit the lottery, I'd buy it today. But unfortunately, it is not in the budget. But somewhere down the line, maybe even when we're out trying to get some items for the thrift time and finds, maybe we might actually find one of these carts. You'd be surprised at what people actually throw out. One individual that I saw a story on that got a gray cart actually got one for about $11. Somebody didn't know what they had and gave it up. So he immediately flipped it after, which is not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to do that. I want to preserve history, and this type of history that really interests me. I mean, other than the obvious histories of the world and everything like that, but this is stuff that really interests me. So what do you guys think, guys and girls? What do you think about my finds? Am I nuts that I paid a decent amount of money for that little pamphlet thing there? Is it history? Do you care about it? Comment down below and let me know what your favorite thing is. Let me know what your least favorite thing is. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm pretty stoked and excited to have it. So, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. 41 we are at now. 41 of you kind-hearted folk out on the tube of a billion yous, but only one of you and me have decided to join my channel, watch my videos, comment, like, and share. So thank you very much to those folks who take the time out of their day, every video, to say hi or just talk about anything I got or just give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell. Why? Because then you can get to be the first person and one of the first people to see when I make one of those crazy midlife crisis decisions and buy myself a silver and gold card at the same time, putting myself in bankruptcy. I'm completely joking because we would not be shooting the video. I wouldn't be here. I'd be somewhere else. Maybe
Floating up
Cindy
a
would be
river.
shooting the video.
You'll be
Anyway.
floating up a river.
That's probably how it would happen. But anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. This is Jason's House of Fun and Video Games. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful night. And we'll be back again for another video of craziness.